President Trump's policies, whether people want to face it or not, is saving lives by the thousands. Under Joe Biden, a record number of aliens died making that journey. A record number of Americans died from fentanyl coming across that border. This administration is not only enforcing law and making our streets safe again, they're saving thousands of lives.
Why do you think Governor Pritzker is so adamant against you and ICE? Why?
Because they hate Trump more than they love the residents of Chicago.
Is it that simple, though?
You tell me. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
yes.
I think any elected mayor, any elected governor, any elected city council person, their number one responsibility is the safety of their community.
Not only that, Tom Homan, which I think Tom Homan deserves, 1,000,006 accolades, statues in his honor. The guy has done and sacrificed so much for our country to keep our cities, our streets safe. God bless you, Tom Homan. Not only that, though, the brilliant Homan expounding upon Pritzker's inequities, but Governor Pritzker doesn't just allow aliens, illegal aliens, to terrorize Illinois communities. He allows them to become sworn police officers. Wait till you get a load of this. ICE just arrested undocumented Montenegrin police officer Rajul Bajovic in Hanover. You can see this Facebook post going back to August of 22. This is 2005 of this year. Says, congratulations. Join us in congratulating Officer Bajovic, who graduated today from the Law Enforcement Academy. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrested the 32-year-old yesterday after he overstayed his B-2 tourist visa. Get this, everybody, from 2015 and lacked work authorization. This guy has been in this country illegally for 10 years. Check out what Border Patrol Director Bovino had to say about this and why Pritzker is really in the hot seat. And that's not all. I got a whole lot more to tell you. Come on back.
J.B. Pritzker's Illinois, an illegal aid alien, is working as a sworn-in police officer with a badge, with a gun, and a pension. Your reaction?
Oh, Sandra and John, it's good to be with you again. Thanks for having me. It's unbelievable that the state of Illinois and Governor J.B. Pritzker would hand an illegal alien a weapon. Title 18 U.S.C. Code 922 says it's a felony for an illegal alien to possess or own a firearm. But yet here we have an illegal alien with a firearm in the state of Illinois, as per J.B. Pritzker and those leaders. It's absolutely amazing what's going on here in Illinois. We do have a crime problem here. This is yet another example of the out of control crime problem, this time perpetrated by the state in Illinois.
It just absolutely burns me up and makes me absolutely livid. I've got footage right now of this illegal alien talking with Real Voices of America as Border Patrol and CBP are arresting him. He's sitting in the back of a squad car talking, and I'm going to share that with you right now. But before I do, come on back, because now Pritzker is in a whole new pickle, and it has to do with his tax returns and him being a degenerate gambler. So come on back for that. But first, let's check out this real quick clip of the illegal in Hanover that Illinois, and by the way, how many homeless veterans could use a job like that? The salary for a police officer in Hanover was almost $80,000 a year. This guy was given benefits, healthcare, medical, dental, and a pension, illegal, and a weapon, which is illegal. It just drives me absolutely nuts. I can't wait to get your comments on this. Let's check out this quick clip right here and then come on back.
So how long have you been a police officer?
Since January 8th.
January of this year?
Correct. I just finished the academy.
You just finished the academy, okay. All right.
You had to get there.
Just to confirm though too, so they hired you on, you had work authorization?
Correct.
And you were able to carry a firearm?
No.
Okay.
On duty, yes. Off duty, no.
So on duty you could carry a firearm?
State of Illinois, you need a FOID and a CCW to carry a weapon off duty.
but on duty you could.
Correct.
Wow. You know, what's crazy about this is I don't know anything about him other than he says he loves America. The problem is he's not even a citizen. So he can't own a firearm legally in our country, but he's being given a firearm by the state of Illinois as a police officer in the state. And apparently all you have to have is work authorization in this state. That is insane. You haven't even sworn allegiance to our country yet, and yet we're giving you a firearm. Now, this guy may be a great guy, but how many others are working in our country as police officers who aren't great guys?
That is an excellent question, and I am willing to bet the entire farm it's more than just a few. You see, they keep saying, my God, they're sweeping all these brown and black people, innocent immigrants, off the streets. No. You know, he said it best there in that clip. The guy might be a great guy. He might love America, but you got to do things the right way. You got to go through the port of entry, as Tom Homan likes to say all the time. You got to go through the right systems and processes. It's an insult to legal immigrants like my parents who came in the 70s and earned their citizenship, getting their PhD, working their butt off, blood, sweat, and tears. It took them almost 20 years to be sworn in as American citizens. It's an insult to legal citizens. You love America? Fantastic. You want to come live here? You want to create your own vision, your own pursuit of happiness, life, and liberty? Fantastic. Just do it the right way. Is that right-wing extremism? Is that white supremacy? I just call that common sense. And it seems that there's a lot more Democrats who are starting to see this radical woke ideology as not only detrimental to America, but to their personal lives on multiple levels. I want to share this quick C-SPAN clip of a Democrat caller who literally erupts, absolutely torches the Democrats over the government shutdown and says he's leaving the party. Watch.
I'm a Democrat, but I don't understand what the party is doing. They shut down the government. As from what I understand, is they're holding out because they don't like the orange man in office. So why are they blaming the other side when they're the ones that they have to come to the table and do the votes? They have to vote the right way to open the government and make sure that everybody has their checks and is getting paid. And I think it's kind of cruel to actually sit back and not participate because you don't feel like the other party is doing what you want them to do.
Regarding, you mean not doing what you're doing regarding healthcare?
Regarding healthcare, regarding all of it, really, they want to give the there's a trans section in there as well. They want to give money to afford trans surgeries for young kids and all this stuff that the Democrats have now gone into, which I am nowhere near. In fact, I think I'm going to be leaving the Democrat Party because this happens this happens too often, where they're blaming the opposite party when they know they can do the right thing. They need to do the right thing and reopen this government instead of keeping it shut down like they're hijacking the American people. I've seen it before. We've seen them vote the right way when they're in power. So why the hell can't they vote the right way when they're not in power? So get this government back open, get the American people what they deserve. And this is basically a Schumer shutdown from what I've seen, from what I've been watching on C-SPAN, what they show and what they show the Democrats whining and crying and blaming. That's what I see.
Oh, man, brother, welcome to sanity. You're not Democrat, you're not Republican, you're not far right, you're not far left, you're like me. You love America. You look at every single policy, every single issue, every single piece of legislation, and you try to critically think, does this make sense? Is it practical? Can we afford it? Will it help and serve Americans? It's really not that complicated. And you have he's so right, this brilliant color. Thank God he's from my home state, California, which is being run into the ground by Newsom. I got something to share about Newsom too. Stick around. They're going around on every single program. The Hakeem Nobody Dreams, the Commie AOCs, the Bernie limousine liberal Sanders, and the whole lot of them, the Schumers. And they're saying, well, the Republicans are in control of the House. They're in control of the Senate. They control the executive branch. It's their shutdown, knowing full well they don't understand civics. They don't understand how the government works. Knowing full well that you need 60 votes from Democrat. You need some votes. They need to come to the table. It's a Schumer shutdown. You're right, Jason. God bless you. If you happen to be watching, leave a comment down below. And guess what? I will send you a free hat, some free merch, whatever you need. You can also find it in the link down below, but I'll send it to you gratis because I love your using your critical thinking and critical discernment, and you deserve it. By the way, real quick poll. We're on day 16 of the government shutdown. How long do you think this is going to last? Put weeks in the comments if you think weeks. Put months if you think months, or maybe even longer. Let me know. What's your prediction? How long these Democrats, to quote the great caller there in C-SPAN, Jason, are going to hijack the American people? Leave it a comment down below. Okay, we got some more Governor Pritzker, Illinois corruption. Last year, Governor Pritzker, in his investment portfolio, according to his 2024 income tax returns, his joint filing with his wife, with a reported AG of almost 10.7 million, their income was supposedly boosted with a $1.4 million documentation in gambling winnings. Their federal filing shows, which he says he won in Vegas playing blackjack. Now, hold up here. I got a lot to say about this. So he claims that he won $1.4 million from blackjack winnings during a Las Vegas vacation. That's what he claims. I have a lot to say about this, okay? So first off, for you to win $1.4 million, and he says it was on one vacation. I know you're a billionaire. I know you're a corrupt POS who doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody. But if you're winning $1.4 million, you're just coming from somebody who loves Vegas. I love to go play. My wife loves to go play. We've made no bones about that. It's one of we do it on cruises. We go on cruises. We love to play. You have to bet exorbitantly high, and you have to record, statistically speaking, an exorbitant amount of losses to get that kind of win, because the house, as the old adage goes, always wins long term. They always get all their money back. The longer you play, the more they're going to win. The house always wins. The edge is on that. They're not in business for nothing. They're not creating these new, huge multiplex, multi-level resort casinos every single day with pennies. They're getting it. That we're paying for it, essentially. So this begs to be investigated. He claims it was just one vacation. You won $1.4 million on, he doesn't disclose which Vegas casino it was, which is fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's probably the Wynn or the Venetian. We stay at the Venetian all the time for 20 years. But wait a minute. I don't understand this. You mean to tell me that it was one session? You won $1.4 million? And you're committing gross negligence on the hard-paying, tax-paying, law-abiding, hard-working Illinois residents and citizens by Trump-proofing your state, attacking ICE, vilifying law enforcement officials who keep you protected. Isn't it so interesting? He lives in a walled mansion. He has private security. The man he's a billionaire. He comes from billionaires. You think he ever looks at the price of eggs and goes, no, he's never made that gesture. You and I have every single time we go to the grocery store. We go, dozen eggs, $12. Well, do we really need eggs this week, this month? Maybe I can cut back, or maybe I can cook something else, or maybe I can be a little more innovative. He's never done that his entire life. And yet he has the audacity, the temerity to call Trump corrupt, to call him a degenerate, when you, Governor Pritzker, are the degenerate. Oh my goodness. If the shoe was on the other foot, what do you think we'd be hearing? You think you're going to see this all over the woke apparatus, media, NBC, CNBC. No, you're not going to see that anywhere. You're not going to see that anywhere. They're not going to talk about this. Oh, he went on vacation. He just had a vacation and just blew. So the point is, to win 1.4, you had to have blown at least 3 times that. So you're blowing $5-6 million to get that $1.4 million, and you have the audacity to say that you understand the struggles of everyday Chicago residents. You had 54 murders in Chicago just last weekend. You have the audacity to look the American people in the eye, to look Chicago and Illinois residents in the eye and say, what crime? We don't need President Trump. We don't need the National Guard. We don't have any problems here. As he does these fake, cringy videos in the nice part of Chicago, surrounded by his own personal security. There's no crime here. Everything's beautiful. I don't know why President Trump would do this. I hope they open an investigation. This needs to be, there's something really, he is a gambling degenerate, A. And B, there's a lot of commentary. I've been doing my own due diligence and research of people saying that this is some kind of a money laundering scheme. Again, you're not going to hear this anywhere else, but I'm going to be investigating this further, and I'm going to find out more about this. When a tree breathes, oxygen is released. When Democrats breathe, raw sewage, pollutant lies fill the atmosphere. I've got one bonus if you made it this far to the end of the video. I always like to treat you guys. I've got one bonus of crazy Bernie Sanders getting absolutely wrecked on national television when he did this pathetic CNN town hall by somebody asking him a question in the audience. Here's your dessert, folks. Enjoy.
How do you think this shutdown reflects on Chuck Schumer's leadership?
Well, I think it reflects more on Mike Johnson's leadership and President Trump's leadership. This is a leadership which said it's okay to give well, how do you feel? You tell me. Think it's a good idea to give $1 trillion in tax breaks to the richest people in the country and then make massive cuts to healthcare for working class people?
I think Chuck Schumer has voted for continuing resolutions 13 times in the last 4 years, and he has the opportunity to vote for one again, but he's refusing to come to the table.
I think, look.
He doesn't want to talk. Well, look. We're not going to talk about that, because what you're doing is you're making our guys look bad, okay? The truth of the matter is, it's all Trump's fault. Everything. The Democrats are so pathetic. Everything is everybody else's fault. Kamala Harris, the reason I didn't win is because America's racist. The reason I didn't win is because Biden didn't help me. The reason I didn't win is because the media didn't help me. It's everybody else. It just couldn't be that you're an incompetent windbag. That's just too far-fetched. This is who they are. And you, super intelligent, super beautiful. I love you guys for being here. Because just for being here watching this video, you prove that you're one of the good ones, the intelligent ones, the bright ones, America's future. I love you guys. Tap that thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. You can even do it if you're watching on your remote. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless the USA and all who defend her. I'll see you soon.